We drank and then we talked. She got to know me, I got to know her, and suddenly it's war. Then peace so on and off. She's getting to me, I'm getting to her. Here's what I've been thinking. Here's what I would do. When two people are sinking, you should get them out the pool. Here's what I've been thinking. I don't know what else to do. So I'm forever calling her truth. She's a roller coaster ride going up, down. I'm forced to feel feelings that I can't fight. Not 20 anymore, gotta realize that I'm too old for puppy love. Heart is getting weaker by the years now. Can't take it anymore, need a time out. Not 20 anymore, gotta realize that I'm too old for puppy love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We met in July, a summer ride or die. But summer don't last, and neither should we. I won't break down and cry. This happens all the time. Yeah, we happen too fast, way too high speed. Here's what.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out. Dreaming with Tess, thank you very much for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, we got Jasmine in the queue as well. Appreciate that. All right, let's go with Dreaming with Tess. We got finances. All right, so I got to copy that there, and then I got to paste that there. There we go. I think we should be good. All right, Dreaming with Tess. All right, let's see what's happening over there. And see what that's going to be. And why is that not fixed like that? Why is that like that? Anyway, okay. Well, apparently if you put an emote, in the beginning, it will look like that. And you can't see your message. So, sorry. All right. Anyway, MR, Jasmine, thank you for your donation. Jasmine, thank you for the donation. We got Reiki, we got Denise, we got Alisha, we got Bartman, and we got IL. Thank you for yours as well. Thank you, Alisha. Thank you for the other one. All right, let's go a little bit with Gregory Scott over here and see where that is going to take us tonight, and see what kind of adventures, what kind of amazing things we can get going here. All right, let's see. So, Dreaming with Tess. I can't put your message up there. All right, we appear to have found a bug with the new version of the software. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, so we got to fix that. I'm not sure. I can't fix it now. All right, but anyway, your question is about finances. So there we go. We're going to make sure and to get that correct here. See where it's going to go. We got a permanent job offer, maybe. We got something going on there. So yeah, let's make that happen. All right, let me mark that as done so that doesn't stay on the screen like that. Okay, all right, we should be good. There we go. All right, cool. Finances, interesting look there. The Fool with the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. You got two sort of adventurous, two moving forward, two kind of things going there. So it seems like you're in a transition phase to something that is going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit better, something that is going to be sort of be moving in the direction that you would like it to go. The Fool says that we're sort of going in the wrong direction in some aspect financially. So I'm not saying we're going to need to write it off completely or everything's totally wrong financially. I'm just saying it seems that at least some part of it or some piece is going in a direction that may be unexpected or may not be optimal or maybe something that isn't going to sort of be good long-term for us as far as that goes, right? So you just have that full action. We sort of taking an adventure. We're taking an adventure the wrong way because we're walking off the cliff in the opposite direction of the future, maybe hanging on to somebody in the past or hanging on to something in the past, hanging on to some some activity, some things going on with that. Five of Cups says you do have sort of a transitionary period that we need to go through financially to get a little more stable, or to get a little more in a goal-oriented place where we would kind of like to be with that. The Chariot says we're perfectly capable of doing that. We're capable of moving into that next adventure, that next thing, but we do need to sort of get on mode, right? Get on the mode where once we see where we need to be going, once we see where we need to be focused, then that is going to be something that, you know, we're kind of excited about, or we need to peruse, we need to push through with that. So there we go. Nine of Cups is interesting. Something's being birthed, or some birth, or something created. Something is in the process of being created that will be pretty prevalent probably in the next 5 months financially as well, that we can grasp onto and we can take into that next level, take into that next opportunity. I think that's going to be good as well. So there we go. There we go. At least that's what the tarot says with that. Dreaming with Tess, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Dreaming with Tess, Samantha, Mina, let's see, all of y'all, I sent all of y'all's thumbnails to my artist, so they're going to come up with a cartoon version of you. So when your donation comes up here, you have a cartoon version of you coming up here. They said it'll take about a week to create it, because I did like dump 15 people on them at the same time. So yeah, it's going to take a while. So I gave them Teddy, I gave them Samantha's thumbnail, Dreaming with Tess. Let's see, there's a few that I gave them. I gave them Mina. So I had to give them 15. So I basically gave them the 15 people that were pretty much the most prominent around here. Tarot Magician, obviously. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. So Bartman, I gave them Bartman too. So she's working on all of these cartoon characters, and they will be up here. So I do have this program working other than obviously that. Other than that, it's working great. Other than that, anyway, we're going to see Jasmine trying to figure out what's going on here. You know, is R ever going to contact me and going to talk, or what are they going to do, or what's going to happen with all of that other stuff? CurlyCookie, did I get your reading yesterday? I was looking at the logs, and I was kind of on this unsure. I was kind of on this unsure part where I was just like, I'm not sure if I did it or not. It wasn't in the log, and I think I did, but it was so busy that I don't remember. So, you know, I try. Anyway, all right, Gita, thank you for your donation. And Karima, as always, thank you for your donation as well. What is going on? I appreciate that. All right, let's go with the Jasmine. We got B52 over there. Let's see. So tonight, we're going to go with a little bit of the adventurous tarot and all of that other stuff. So CurlyCookie, yours was a relationship from the future or the past. CurlyCookie, is that correct? Is that correct? And we'll type your question out. We're having an issue with the program right now to where apparently I can't manually type it. So you're going to have to type it out for me. I'll fix it tonight. But until then, it appears that, yeah, that's pretty much dead in the water at this point. All right, but we'll see. All right, let's see what's going on with all of that. Is R ever going to contact me to talk? Let's see. King of Swords. With the Tower. I think they're going to contact you with a presumption that everything will be okay, or everything will be cool. Everything will just be mystical and magical. And, you know, I don't really think it's going to be as mystical as magical as what we think. I do think that they're coming in with a sort of an agenda as it goes. You do have kind of that tower with a King of Swords. I have some important things to tell you, but those things that I'm telling you may not be, you know, kind of exactly where you want to go or exactly what you want to do here. It just feels like that this is not something that's really super productive as it goes, in my opinion, right? Not something that's super productive and all that other stuff. So anyway, yeah, you know, I think they are going to call you. I think they are going to want to talk, but it's not going to be as productive as you would thought. You're going to have to kind of lead the conversation, lead that directional aspect of it until you kind of get what you need out of that, because there's some amount of stuff that you need from that, and you're just not sort of getting it done with that. Michelle C., what is going on? Appreciate you being here. What is happening? We got the double shot with Jasmine over here as well. Let's see what's going on. All right. Will me and R ever be friends in the future? We'll see that. CurlyCookie, I got your question. Thank you so much. You'll be after Jasmine. Thank you so much. All right. And I apologize for missing you. I know you donated, and we got like a zoo yesterday or Saturday. We were like, just barely trying to swim. on that. Anyway, Karima, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, you want to be friends in the future? The devil says it's quite possible indeed. The sun says we need to air out some of the differences or air out some of the things that need to be expressed. It really feels like a lot of things aren't being expressed the way that they need to. We're holding back a little bit. We're not in that mode of being as productive, being as fulfilled as we kind of need up in here. We have that sort of that temporary thing happening. It is going to come in, but the devil with the sun, I talk about it in my book, right? You need the devil with the sun needs to have some things aired out. Some things need to be illuminated. Some things need to be brought out into reality here. And a lot of times that's going to be difficult because we need to have some more truthful conversations, some more blunt conversations. And, that's going to be one of those things. Well, anyway, there you go. Keely, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see. Saturday was epic indeed. Reiki, I need a picture of you too. I need a picture of Reiki over there. Anyway, Reiki, yeah, give me a picture of you. The other thing that I had an idea was once we get these 20 or 30 or 40 animated characters, I thought it would be kind of fun to have a history of who had a reading down here. So you'll have, you have a TarotOracle logo, and then down here, like I just read, I just read Jasmine, so Jasmine would be here, and then so it'd be history with little cartoon characters down here of who's been read tonight. So you'll see down here quickly who has been read and who hasn't been read. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And hey, tarot reader, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Anyway, I got a lot of ideas, and it's just a matter of implementing all that other stuff. CurlyCookie is next. Let's make it happen. All right. Let's see. CurlyCookie wants to know: will new love come in or old love come back? We'll see what's going on with that. All right. Let's see. New love or old love? Or old love. All right. We got new love, or is it going to be old love? I don't know. Hopefully it's going to be some kind of love. Need some kind of love as far as it goes. We'll see what that is going to affect or where we're going to take that, Reiki. Yeah, no, I think not. You got to keep a G on the stream. Keep a G on the stream. Alisha. Yeah, there you go. I had it for a year. All right. Anyway, new love or old love? I don't know. I mean, what do you sort of see here, for that? I don't know. It just feels like the Empress more of a new love, something fresh. I do think that you have remnants of old sort of coming in, no pun intended. Yeah, you have remnants of old that is going to be around, that is going to be sort of a history there. It feels like that you do need to fix some things. You do need to repair, Band-Aid. You do need to finish up, what we were doing, or finish up some of the ideas, finish up some of the motivations that we had originally. The Justice card does say we do have some things to fix from prior interactions or prior things out there, and I think that's going to be something that you want to address. I think new love is going to be your biggest opportunity, but old love is definitely going to ring the bell. So you have a little bit of both, more prominent on the new love fashion, at least in my opinion, but yeah, there you go. There you go. So many cool ideas for the stream. I know now that I feel good, I'm like, motivated, and I'm like trying to make the stream better. And I haven't really done anything on the stream in so long. So I want to give it a little bit of a facelift, have something fun and cool. I want the stream to be better than anybody else's stream. Like even people that aren't on a sort of a tarot, you know what I'm saying? I think that's it. Anyway, just want to make it the best that they could possibly be. You gotta have motivation. You gotta have things going with all of that. D's current feelings for me. Let's see where that is going to take us. All right, we got kind of a mixture here with the D. A little bit good some days, a little bit bad other days. I'm kind of curious, like where is this going to sort of drag us into? I do think there's some aspects that need to be sort of addressed here that haven't been, just intuitively with that. You got the King of Cups. This is somebody who's not as motivated as they used to be. This is somebody who has lost a lot of motivation, lost a lot of where they wanted to go with this. It feels like they need some reinforcement. They need some reboot as far as this goes as well. You have that high priestess. We need more knowledge. We need more freshness. We need something in here in the relationship, in this connection that is going to sort of take us to the next level or take us to this awesome space that we could possibly get into, right? So that King of Cups just feels like the motivation has sort of drained out a little bit too much from this. And we do need to address that. We do need to figure out like what's wrong. How can we fix this? What can we do? Where can we take this to the next level? Now, the Pentacles just kind of says, yeah, it is about looking at the stability that we have already built. And I think that's what's important to them. We've already built this stability. How can I pick this up and run with it and get this to a level that's going to be, you know, sort of pretty good for everybody? So anyway, at least that's what I think with all of that. Thank you again for your donation. Coming back so often, I really appreciate you. Career reading for the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks doesn't seem half bad. I mean, you know, that can be something we can address with some grape juice addition. What kind of career can we get into? What kind of career can we hop into and at least see that? Powerful Becca Boo. Becca Boo, I did send your picture to the artist as well, whose name is Christina, oddly enough. She's not a Scorpio. So good news. She's not a Scorpio. And I thank you for your gazillion donations. And Keeli, thank you for your other donation as well. So yeah, so I sent 15 pictures to the artist and waiting for them to get it. And then I do have my program is completely set up. So once I have this and I click your name, your image will appear here. So I prototyped it today. It works 100%. So just a matter of just getting the images at this point. It's going to take a little bit. They said it's going to take maybe 1 week or what have you. So just kind of waiting. Just kind of chilling at this point. Anyway, all right, career reading for the next 2 weeks. We got the Knight of Pentacles seems to be here a lot. The Five of Pentacles. Don't try too hard. Don't innovate too much, right? This is going to be something that you have to sort of slow down, figure out where it's going to take you, figure out where you would like to be in the long run, and just kind of relax. That Knight of Pentacles is an interesting card, too. It just kind of says that what we've been doing works. What we've been doing brings us stability, brings us the level of confidence that we need to sort of go forward from that. And we don't really want to try to change it or innovate too much at this point, right? Because I don't think a lot of innovations is going to do us good in the long run. It feels like something we do need to sort of step back and see what worked for us in the past. I think too much stretching out, too much uncomfortability, too much outside of the comfort zone is going to get you sort of dead-ended here, bottom line. Seven of Cups, too much sort of juggling, too many things going on, right? You need to be like the Olympian that's about to go perform and sort of go out there and do that. So what is old should be reinforced. What is old works, and it should be sort of pushed forward and make it happen with that, right? We got the Libra over here. See what kind of feelings they got. Feelings or thoughts towards me. What is a Libra looking like? Does the Libra even like me anymore? You know, I want to get a love deck on that. We need more love decks. Just like the Love Shack. Speaking of Love Shack, we got B52 up in the queue. We got Ann with a gazillion shot. Misrak, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, we'll see what's going to take us. We'll see what kind of things we got going on. See what kind of things we got going on here. All right. Oh, man. A little bit of modern love tarot. That's what you need. Modern love tarot. The more modern the love, the better the love, is what I say. That's always it. That's always the focus as it goes. You know, you got a little bit of that Knight of Pentacles seems to be in every reading. I guess there's Knight of Pentacles is kind of like a virus at this point. I mean, like how many Knight of Pentacles do we really need up in here? Is this something where we're just going to have Knight of Pentacles like all night? Is that actually something? Is that actually something? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with that. I don't know how serious to take a Knight of Pentacles in every reading. You have a Knight of Pentacles before with a Two of Wands, right? I think the Libra's feelings towards you is pretty standard and pretty good. Sort of a lot of purity, a lot of, you know, sort of I've put this effort into it. I've made these things happen. I've expressed some things. I've done a lot of this. And the Libra does kind of sort of get into that justice mode where they want to make things work. They want things to be sort of on par and at least on the level of balance as far as that goes, right? So I think that's sort of where the feelings and the thoughts are. I want to bring in a level of balance. I want to make sure that things are okay, right? The Two of Wands. Let's get the connection open. That could be, let's get the connection open. Let's at least sort of have an open-ended opportunity with that. Nine of Pentacles, we both should be working towards the better space or working towards the better place at the end of the day. But yeah, that Nine of Pentacles seems to be in every reading. In this particular thing, let's circle back and look at how we sort of address things in the past and address things in the future and figure out what is working from this connection kind of thing with that. Anyway, we got the next question is going to be from Samantha. It's got the quad shot, I think, or the 5 shot. We got Dreaming with Tess going over there too. Let's do Dreaming with Tess now, and then we will come back and roll back with the Samantha quad shot as it goes. Is the new job going to be permanent? I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to get the intuition thing going, and I just don't feel anything. I don't feel anything as far as that goes, right? The Knight of Pentacles is stalking you. It could be. It could be. Sometimes the, Knight of Pentacles, maybe a little bit of a stalker. It's hiding outside the bushes over there. It's like trying to take it a little too seriously. I don't know. Is the new job going to be permanent, or is this going to be temporarily? Oh, man. Oh no, let's see. Oh Jesus, that is interesting. We need another damn card in between that. Okay, it's going to be more permanent. It's going to be quasi in the middle, but leaning on the permanent side, right? So it could have a permanent option. This could have a level of sort of picking us up and bringing us in the permanency. The devil kind of says it's not permanent. The devil kind of says there are some things in there. Maybe we not, right? Maybe we not. You already answered it. It's not. Okay, I already answered it. I did. Let's see. We got that, and we got that, we got that, and we got that. Timestamps with all of that. I did. Okay. We just got a mix in here, but yeah. Anyway, not sure what's happening there. Okay. I didn't think I answered it. Maybe I did. I don't see it. It's not. I mean, you do have a level of it's not. 5 of Swords, kind of it's not. The first reading. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I guess it's not then. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. So you donated twice. Is the new job going to be permanent? And then the other donation you had was that. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let's see. See, that was the one that had butchered it butchered the message or something like that. All right, I'll fix that and save that, and then we're good. All right, sorry about that. We got a little bit of a mix up there. All right, let's see. So we're going to do the Samantha quad shot with that. Will I move to New Mexico or Arizona in a few years? Would it?
Time for a tarot throwdown.
A little bit of a throwdown action as it goes. We'll see where that takes us. Kelly, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out with us. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for hanging out over there. All right. Now, New Mexico is going to be on the left, and Arizona is going to be on the right. Apparently, you like the heated states, or you like the states that are not going to be as cold. I guess Arizona. Oh, Jesus. That is so interesting. That is so interesting. It seems like you have good opportunities in both. This is going to be a difficult decision. You kind of see that immediately, right? It's going to be one of those where, yeah, I have to do something here. I have to kind of figure out where I'm going to go because there's good options both ways. You got 2 aces from these. Arizona seems like more of a better opportunity in the long run. It's going to bring us more benefits, more good things as it goes, right? But it feels like there is a pull to New Mexico as well. I think if you just want jobs, New Mexico just feels like New Mexico is going to have more opportunities as far as that is, right? The Ace of Pentacles. I just have more jobs. I have more good things happening happening over there. I have employment opportunities. I have some good things sort of moving through. And there's 6, I'm able to sort of support myself. I'm able to make a level of success. I'm able to sort of move it and find out where it's going to go. You know, Arizona just feels like it's just emotionally better. We have more love opportunities. We have more emotional pull to that. We have a lot of interesting and fun things happening there. And it just feels like if we want more fun, I think we're over here. If we want more on the side of, you know, sort of stability, job-wise, what have you, I think you got on the other side there going. All right, we'll do this, Samantha, over there. We're going to move to Deerfield this fall. Deerfield is going to be a good mix too. I guess we'll stick with the Thoth. We already sort of broke out the Thoth here. I guess we can continue the Thoth realm and see where that is going to take us, right? See where that is going to take us? Oh, Jesus, that's a pretty powerful set. I'm going to say yes. That's a very powerful set. There's a lot of opportunities here you're not going to have anywhere else. There's a lot of opportunities here that you're going to have that nowhere else you're going to be able to get. Basically, the Lovers. It's going to have a beautiful set of things happening, a lot of interesting things that you're sort of looking forward to. We're trying to figure out where it's going to take us, what's going to happen there. It feels like there's a lot of missing pieces of the puzzle that get solved, that get fixed with here. The 3, the reward for work, and that's going to be something that you do get rewarded for. You do make it happen with that, right? Julie, I think if your donation, I greatly appreciate you. Lover said this is a fantastic, this is going to be better than the other 2 places, bottom line, right? Going to be better than the other 2 places. You do have a big movement overall. I think we have what you kind of want to see. I think we have Deerfield being a clear winner if we have to choose between all of those up in that place, right? Who will surprise me in a good way this summer? Well, I'm glad you specified in a good way. you never want the surprises. They're going to be in a bad way is what I'm saying. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for the surprises in the bad way. Oh, man, let's see where this is going to take us. Oh, man, it's going to be an earth sign. You have an earth sign that does have some plans for you. It's almost like maybe, sort of one of those things that, are sort of moving forward and trying to sort of fix some things from the past. I think that you have some of I'm not saying a Virgo. We have an earth sign from the past that is going to be there, that is going to be sort of prevalent, that is going to sort of have a surprise for you, right? We're sort of coming together. So it'll be a good surprise. It's going to be something nice. Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be nice to have sort of some influence, some of that earth sign influence in your life there. And it'll be a lot of fun things, a lot of cool things from that. It almost feels like this is sort of the birth or the beginning of a new situation or a new relationship or a new kind of thing happening with that. So there we go. Pretty interesting indeed with that. We got Samantha with Matthew's thoughts and feelings towards me. Hopefully they like you. Hopefully they at least appreciate you up in there. We'll see where that is going to take us with that, at least with this. All right, Matthew's thoughts and feelings towards me. Oh, man. We'll see what's happening here. Okay. Oh, man, what's Matthew's kind of using you? I mean, I'm not saying that like they're just flat out using you, even though I just kind of put that on the table. We have this level of disappointment. There's a lot of things, the thoughts and the feelings, a lot of culmination of what they have is just not satisfying, doesn't bring the satiation that you would like to have, and it's just not sort of making the grade in this point. It's sort of interesting that you have that cups action here. Like, it looks good. It looks like a good flow. Things are going well, but it's on their side. They're not entirely being truthful. They're not entirely being, on that level with you where you would like to sort of see them take it. But yeah, I think we have some little bit of a mix of that. But yeah, it doesn't seem like this person has a lot of just really pure intentions as it goes, where you would sort of like to see it with that. And the last is Samantha over there and making that happen. We'll see where it's going. All right, let's see what we're doing. Sophia's thoughts and feelings towards me. Hang on. We got the water time. Oh, man. I've really dodged a lot of the really bad stuff out of chemo, I gotta say. I've really dodged a lot of the bad stuff out of chemo that I thought I was going to experience. So, I think I'm pretty blessed overall with all that crap. Anyway, I was just thinking about that because there's a lot of people like to lose their voice and stuff. Sorry, Empress, we got the 2, we got this, Sophia's thoughts and feelings towards me. The 2, why is this person coming back looping around? Why isn't this person being up front? I think they're sort of taking the long route, the long way around. And they're not being very direct. And it feels like that could be on purpose. This could be somebody who doesn't want to be direct. They don't need to be kind of direct as it sort of goes. I think they do want to build some good things happening. I think they want to build some things in the long run. And the Empress does say that there's a lot of sort of good powers, there's good things from this individual, but it just feels like they're taking the long way around. They're not being very direct. It feels like they don't care to be direct. They just want to sort of see where things are going to go, right? This is a person that just throws some bait out into the water and sees what fish they can catch, basically, with that, right? So they're just going to throw something out there, and then they're kind of wait and see what happens. I'm not saying they're trying to bait you or anything like that. Probably a poor example. But I'm saying this person just presents things and then waits to see what happens with it instead of just being completely direct and going straight to the end zone with that. Anyway, at least that's what I think with the Thoth deck. If you don't know what that deck is, you haven't been around very long, because that is my Thoth, which is trimmed, by the way. And yes, it does look fantastic. They're real and they're fantastic, right? IL wants a little bit of fat cash. Speaking of real and fantastic, let's get you all of the fat cash. With the This Might Hurt Tarot. This might hurt tarot indeed. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it's going to take us at the end of the day. All right. Financial reading. Why are you having problems with finances? I don't think you're having problems with finances. I don't know. Intuitively, I don't feel like you're having any problems with finances. I think, hey, everybody could use more finances. Everybody could use the little, the little windfall or what have you, as we just saw. But it feels like there's not a lot of, intuitively, not a lot of things with the finances that need to happen in order to fix them. In other words, there's no Band-Aids need to be applied to the finances. That's what we got with intuitively. But even though Band-Aids may not need to be applied, why do we have that 8 of Swords over there? You do feel like you're a little bit more restricted financially than you would like to be. It feels like there's a lot of things that you would like to express and do and sort of be in that mode of, getting to that next level. But it seems like something or someone is holding you back at least a little bit, right? At least a little bit as it goes. That 2 of Wands as well, you're constantly looking for the better tomorrow. And that is something where it's going to be difficult to find the better tomorrow in many cases. Because a lot of times there's something you just got to kind of go and do what works as far as that is. Financially, just have some patience with this. I do think you have a couple of opportunities probably in the next 2 months that are going to sort of give you something happening with that. But, if you are restricted, don't fight it. Find a way around it. I try to outsmart it rather than just sort of just taking what you can get. So there you go. All right, Samantha, thanks for the other donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, I think that's IL's reads are out the door. We are good with that. We got Alisha over there. We got, will I get in at the university, or am I going to need some others? And we have university part 1, 2, or 3, or we don't know what's happening with that. We did Adventure Tarot. We got Tarot Over the Rainbow. I want to do Tarot Over the Rainbow. But tonight, I want to do a little bit of the Tarot Avatada and see where that is going to happen. See where that is going to take us, right? Hopefully with that, will I get into university? Or am I going to need some different ones? Alisha, I don't know. Is it going to be one shot done? Is it going to be one shot done with the university, with the uni? 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. It looks like you are going to get into that university. It doesn't look like that's going to be a big deal for you to accomplish, a big deal for you to sort of move forward and get into that. So I'm going to go with a thumbs up over there. What do we see with that? 8 of Pentacles. The work that we've done is going to be good, is going to be effective with this. The 2 of Cups. This is a good choice, a good match for us. And the Fool. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get get into this particular one. So I'm going to say that you will get into the university. I think that is going to be a thumbs up happening with that. We got another Alisha. I might as well do the other Alisha while we're here. We want to know, the other Alisha, will I find a permanent home? Will I find the opportunities, the homes that I need, what we're going to get, where we need to be? Welcome, Ultraviolet. You know, Ultraviolet, if you change your name, you're going to break my application, and it's never going to find your picture because it uses your name. So I don't know. Anyway, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords is kind of an interesting aspect with that. Would I find a permanent home? You know, Knight of Cups is interesting because it says you have to search a little more than you thought. There are some things here that ain't working. There are some things that just ain't sort of making the grade. Two of Swords feels like finding a permanent home is going to be a little more difficult than you had anticipated. But the Queen of Swords says enough work, enough ambition put in there is going to make everything cool and is going to make everything function and work. Right? So there you go. So I think that's going to be a yes, but there's going to be some substantial work. The Knight of Cups, I can find a place, but can I find a place that I enjoy? Can I find a place that I really like? That is going to be the biggest challenge here. Anybody can sort of find a permanent home, but finding a really, really good one is going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult, at least in the little bit. Kozaya, welcome. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Where are you been? All right, let's see. So we got the Alisha done. We're going to AKFGRocks right now. Let's rock the house with some AKFGRocks. Let's see. Does Nina want to pursue me? Intuitively, I say yes. Seems like an easy yes. I mean, you know, there's going to be something that works. All right, let's see. I don't know why that didn't update on the screen because I didn't press the button. All right, does Nina want to pursue me? Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Not right now, no. You know, not right now, no. There's something in the way. There's some feelings. There's some crumbling of emotion that's sort of happening with Nina as far as this goes. Eight of Swords. I don't really want to take action on this. I'm kind of inhibited with that. The Emperor, it's almost like they're finding themselves, or they're finding some band-aids, or they're finding some things to fix within the context of where they're at and, you know, sort of what they're doing and whatnot with that. Kozaya, thank you for your donation over there. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, that Nine of Pentacles says they're sort of content. They're happy with where they're at. That they do have a level of, you know, sort of, I'm trying to make things work. I'm trying to sort of band-aid up some things. And, you know, not right now. Not right now. So we're going a little bit of a thumbs down as far as that particular thing. Silent Victory is next. What Silent Victory wants to know. Silent Victory is, there we go. All right, is there another job offering? Let's get the Silent Victory action going over there. Is there another job offer coming? Is there something available? Is there something that I can do with that? Right? We got EM on the PayPal side. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, guidance at work. Well, we'll get you some guidance at work indeed. Cinderella, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's see, next 8 weeks with a Ciro Marquetti, making it happen. Eight of Swords, their job offer coming. Basically, yes. Ace of Swords is one of those things that you just need. That's one of the very good, right? There's going to be very good opportunities, very nice action, very nice adventure kind of in here. And that Ace of Swords is a beautiful, beautiful card making this happen too. The Ace of Swords is one of those cards where you really appreciate that because it brings in the communication. It brings in that level of possibility, brings in not really imagination, but more of a stability along with it, right? That Three of Cups, what I've been doing, the people I've been contacting, the level of sort of seriousness that I've been expressing in this is coming to roost. It's going to be something where I can do it, right? I can do it. Shiba Moon, I thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. Seven of Cups does say, indeed, you got what you need. Indeed, you got what you need with all of that. So that's what, you know, that's where we're going. That is where we are going. All right, we got Karima is next. Thank you very much for your donation. I greatly appreciate you as always with that. As current thoughts and feelings towards me, let's get you the best deck that I have tonight, which is the Victorian Romantic Tarot. This is the one that everybody wants. This is the one that everybody loves. Everybody wants it. Everybody loves it. It is the best deck that I possibly could get. The best deck that I possibly could get with all of that. All right, as is current thoughts and feelings. Where's it going to be? What kind of things can we get done with that? Oh, man, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some good news with this, right? You got the Hanged Man fixed. A lot. That's interesting. 9 of Pentacles with that. A level of instability from this particular individual right now. You do have kind of that 9 of Pentacles. They're not kind of satisfied with everything and how it's going, how it's moving, how it's progressing. They feel like they need more. They need something better. The Hanged Man says there's a level of enlightenment about their current situation that is going to come about. The level of enlightenment over here where they're like, yeah, we need to change something in my current situation. Maybe we need to move forward with something that's going to be a little bit better. 5 of Pentacles, they do feel like they can't express themselves. They can't do a lot in their current situation. They feel like that with you, they'd have a lot of better options with that. 5 of Wands just said this person is a little bit conflicted about the whole connection right now. This is something that sort of changes, on a maybe day-to-day basis, what have you, but it just feels like there's a lot of conflict within them. I want this, I'd like this, but I need this kind of thing. And you kind of see that sort of across the board here. So, kind of an interesting thing there. But yeah, a little bit of a mixed thoughts and feelings as it goes with that. Anyway, what do we got going on next? We have, let's see, the Tarot Magician. Renee, thank you very much for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, should I add tarot bags to the shop? Yes. I want one. All right, let's see. We add tarot bags to the shop. We're going to use we're going to use my deck. If you don't have my deck, well, I don't know what you're doing because that is available. Link in the description for all of that good stuff. We're going to see, we're going to see. We got some good stuff hanging out with that. All right, should I add the tarot backs to the shop? So let's look at a couple of different aspects of this. Number one, is it going to be a seller to where you're going to be able to make enough cash, you're going to be able to make enough money from this particular sort of adventure with that? Ace of Wands says people want it to be very clear how it works. Here's what I think based upon this, right? I think that you need to be very clear about sort of how it works in the process by making basically a video, right? So like a video link. So you're presenting this to the world, but you need to present it in a video link to where you just don't have a picture of it, but instead I can click and I can see the bag in like a little short video or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're presenting it and you're presenting it in a variety of ways. So I can see the picture, or I can click on the video, and the video is going to show me sort of the inside of the bag, and it shows me what it looks like with a tarot deck in it, so I can kind of see the size. So you're going to have a quick 30-second video. Here's the bag. Here's a tarot deck in it. Here's how it closes. Here's the inside of it. So I have a couple of different options, right? So you have more options than just a picture, because then you have a picture, then you have to go and you have to be like, okay, what does this kind of look like? Anyway, so that's going to be something too. I think the Knight of Cups, make it something very unique. Make it something very, very cool. And I think put your imagination, put your intuition into it. I think that's going to be an exciting part to it. The Knight of Cups. This is something that I wanted to do, something that I'm passionate about, something that I wanted to see where it's going to take me with that. Over on the Queen of Pentacles says you're going to be able to make the fat cash off of it, right? We're going to be able to make the fat cash off of it. I think that's kind of where we want to go. Is it going to be worthwhile to do that and that? All right. Now let's see sort of a long term how that's going to work out, or where that's going to bring us. That's going to be different than where we go, right? It's going to be a little bit different here than anywhere else. All right. So what makes your bag? Why would I buy a Tarot Magician bag? I think that's the next question. The Nine of Pentacles, you put more work into it. You put more imagination into it than anybody else. I think that's one of the things too, right? So once you have that passion, once you have that movement, the Hanged Man says you're using this as an innovation platform. It's not just a standard bag. This is going to be a bag that's going to be different than everything else. And I'm going to be able to present that information very quickly to people and say, this is why this bag is totally different, right? Totally different. I think that's going to be important, right? So the Chariot as well, you do have to sort of have some new styles maybe or what have you. So if somebody does want a couple of different styles of that, you're going to be able to work with them, maybe a custom bag or, something as far as that goes. Page of Cups does say that there's, I don't know. Why is that Page of Cups next to the Hanged Man? Oh, man. Don't get attached to any particular one bag. Don't be like, this one bag is my fave, and therefore, this is what I'm really going to focus on. Let people determine where to be, right? Page of Cups. Divorce yourself out of it a little bit. And I think that's going to be good news overall. Nine of Pentacles says it's worthwhile. I'm going to get the rewards. I'm going to get things happening with that. So there are at least a few tips of how it goes with all of that. We got Kozai. Thank you for your other donation. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get the Kozai reads up in now. We got this. A question. All right. Current feelings of BY to me. Well, let's see. Let's see if this person is going to be somebody that I want. Somebody's going to be, somebody that has some definite feelings or has some definite movements with that. Since Teddy Bear is here finally and hasn't yet gone to bed, we'll use the Teddy Bear. We'll use the Teddy Bear Tarot. We'll use the That's easy for me to say. That is easy for me to say. All right. Current feelings of BY, and are they open for a date? All right. Let's see if we can get a date with Kozai. Are they open for all of that? Where is that going to take us? Current feelings does not look good. It does not look good. Oh, that is... that's some rough ass cards, Kozai. Kozai, I want to bring in that positive, I want to bring in that motivation. I want to bring in everything's going to be good. And Kozai, that's rough. That's just harsh. Woo woo. It's not harsh. Welcome, woo woo. We appreciate that. Oh man. You got basically the worst three cards in the deck, Kozai. I'm sorry. All right, but we will follow up. We will follow up and see if they have a date. Maybe this is one of those things where they're like, it doesn't, I don't like the connection. I don't like the connection, but I want to see where it goes. And you'll have that. You'll be like, I want to give Kozai a chance. Maybe, maybe I'm this and maybe I'm that. And, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they get some better cards than those, because that's, will they be open for a date with us? Something casual. Something casual. Let's go get coffee, spend, 30 minutes together kind of thing, right? That Ace of Cups just says, yeah, they'd be open for a date. Are you going to get like the deluxe love balloons out of that or anything? But I don't know. That Ace of Cups just says, try it out. Coffee date. Quick 30-minute date, something casual, something fun. I think they'd be open to meeting. I do think so. I think that's a thumbs up. They'd be open to meeting, but that other read was just pretty harsh. That was pretty harsh. Anyway, sorry about that. I want to give you all the good reads. But I gotta do what I gotta do with that. Anyway, we got Gita next. Gemini's feelings. Hopefully the Gemini read goes better than that one. Hopefully the Gemini reading goes better than that, because that was kind of rough. That was a little bit on the rough side. I try. Anyway, but Cinderella, by the way, I did not forget you with the animations and the pictures and stuff. So I did go and find Cinderella, and I did crop it out, and that's going to be yours when you're getting read after I get this setup going. So anyway, but yeah, after I get the setup going, then you're not forgotten. I do have a Cinderella, actual real Cinderella picture. I probably get sued by Disney. I'm going to get a takedown notice. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'll modify it or something. Maybe I might. I don't know. All right. Gemini's feelings towards me. Looks pretty good. You got the sun with that 7 of Wands. There's a level of insecurity with this Gemini, a level of insecurity with this Gemini where they don't feel like everything's going right. And even when it is going right, they don't feel like it's going right. Jasmine, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. And it just feels like that you got to get that fixed, right? We got to get that addressed. We got to get that fixed because otherwise we're just going to sort of be sort of dead-ended on this thing here. But yeah, the 7 of Wands, sort of mixed feelings, a little bit of defensiveness about being happy. This person it's difficult for this person to be happy. It's difficult. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's difficult for this person to be happy. When they see something that's challenged, they feel like it's challenged because of them, or they feel like there's not a lot of things they can do with that. The 4 of Pentacles are not as expressive as they need to be or as they could be. And it's almost like it's on purpose. Ace of Cups says they have good feelings about you in the meantime. It just feels like fighting with themselves a lot of times just isn't doing much good, especially with that sun card over here, the revelations, the sunlight, it feels like there's too exposed or they're too out in the open with this particular thing, right? But I don't know. I don't know what that is. They're going to have a glass slipper. That actually may be the best idea ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. I may just do that. Hopefully they can't sue me over a glass slipper. They may, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, B52, we got the Love Shack up in the house. We're going to see about the White Fly Tarot. They do enjoy some White Fly Tarots going over there. We still got EM in the queue as well. We got guidance for work. You're going to be after the Karima double shot coming in here in just a momento with that. What kind of 7-day action do we got going on with the White Fly, right? What kind of things can we get moving with that? 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups into the 9. That's interesting. Oh, that is interesting. I'm going to have to say there's like some kind of a love triangle thing. This one is just that 6 of Cups and that 9 of Cups. There's some reinforcement for some friendship bonds. They're going to come about with that. You have a lot of cups. There's a lot of emotions pulling you into different directions, pulling you into sort of places that you may not have expected to go with all of that. But that Knight of Cups does say, yeah, we have a Knight of Cups into the 6 of Cups. Romance sort of goes stale. Romance sort of gets into the direction where we wouldn't like it to be in the long run. 9 of Cups, I think we have some truisms. We have some good things that we would like to see from this, but it just feels like it's difficult to get it going on, difficult to get it going with that. All right, well, we got Karima with the double shot going on over here. Let's see where Karima is going to take us over there. The Love Shack indeed. We need more Love Shack action over here because the tin roof may rust. And ain't nobody got time for the tin roof being rusted. Karima knows what I'm talking about. As the general thoughts about me at the moment. What kind of good things, what kind of good emotions, what kind of good actions can we get from this particular individual and see where that is going to take us. All right. General thoughts, general feels. They got a little bit of that Empress with that 10 of Wands. There's a freeing aspect about sort of their thoughts about you. You take them into this adventurous space. You take them into this place that they really like to be. It's almost like a little vacation in their imagination, in their dreams with that. The artist. I'm able to be artistic. I'm able to be fun. I'm able to be a sort of a different me when I'm around you or when I'm thinking about you, when you're in my life with that. The artist is a great card for that. So a lot of interesting and fun, cool stuff here with that. The King of Wands is an interesting card too. There's a level of electricity about you that they like, a level of sort of that adventure spirit, but that level, that electricity or that excitement, sort of perusing through, looking through and getting some interesting things moving with that. Now you do have kind of this 10 of Wands over here. they do feel like that, you know, they're bringing in sort of this weighted, a little too serious, a little too heavy feel into this interaction. They would like to lighten it up and not have it so sort of a thick and, you know, kind of thing with that, right? But overall, it just feels like the Empress. You just have this beautiful flowing river, right? Electricity is beautiful flowing river that's coming through with this connection and all of this other stuff. And I think that they like it, and they kind of want to see, you know, where it's going to take us in the long run with that. I know, what is S liking most about me right now? Do they like a lot? What do they like? What are things that they enjoy? What are things that they want to see more of? That's going to be something too. We'll see. What are they liking the most? High Priestess and the Death card. You bring in the opportunity for them to have an adventure. You bring in the opportunity for them to have some good news, some good things in their life that otherwise they wouldn't have found. They need a level of change in their life. They're getting to that point where things are not bringing them the joy. Things are not bringing them the excitement that they would like to see with that. King of Swords, there's a lot of sort of authoritarian things that they need to sort of have done in there to make their life work, right? They need to sort of stand up and sort of, you know, hard line on this situation and that situation. You know, it's just sort of that something where we need some changes. We need some alterations with that. High Priestess as well. They like a sort of that you have a lot of new things that you're bringing in. You're not bringing in everything else that they already have. You're bringing in this freshness and this dynamic feeling that they kind of like, right? There's a little bit of that High Priestess. I'm bringing in the knowledge. I'm bringing in the Moon too, the new emotions, the Death card, new knowledge, new emotions. And I think that's some of the things that they really appreciate about this entire connection. I appreciate Keeli is over there. Oh no, I said after that we got EM. EM is on PayPal. Let's get EM's read. EM's read is going to happen over there. Path for work. All right. EM wants to know about a little bit of a path for work. What kind of things that we got going on? What kind of things can we do at work that are going to be a little more on the innovative side? I'm going to go ahead, speaking of innovative, we're going to go ahead right now and use the Marquetti Tarot. Been a minute since this thing's been on, right? Been a minute since this thing has been on deck, and we are ready to go with this thing. This is just a party. This is just a party, and that's what you need right now. Anyway, a path for work. Where's it going to take us? What kind of adventures do we got going on? So which path to take is the question, right? So let's see which path is going to give us the optimum results. I think that's basically where we're at this point. We need the optimum results. You got a king, you got another king surrounded by a page, I think one of the paths that you have is a little bit short-sighted. In other words, one of the paths doesn't have a full, like in a chess game, right? If you think one move ahead, you're going to get just, you know, walloped by somebody who's thinking 4 or 5 moves ahead with that. It feels like one of these pathways just is one move sort of ahead. And it feels like that you don't have all of the information. You don't have everything that you need to know about this particular thing. You got the Queen of Swords. You got a Page of Swords. Some of the communication with one of the paths is not sufficient. And you feel that with one of the pathways. Like, I could use some more information. I really could use some more, you know, beef to this particular pathway in order to understand where it's going to take me in the long run in order to play the chess game properly. I just don't think you have that. So I think that you should dig up the more information on one of those and see where that's going to take you, because if you don't, you do have a little bit of a short-sighted one. So the path that I would recommend would be the one with more information, with the chess game that is played out a little bit more, right? That King of Wands, somebody who knows what they're doing, and somebody who knows what they're doing as sort of having them in the option is going to be a lot better as well, because it does feel like that we're sort of being pinballed around from option to option and option. And somebody that knows things is going to be able to fix some of that. You'll be able to fix some of the things in there and make that a little bit better situation overall. So there we go. Hopefully that helped her with all of that. We got Keeli is next, a little bit of a general. Let's make that happen too. And yeah, see where that. All right. Anyway, Misrak, you did not miss your turn. Misrak, it's on the screen, dude. Misrak, it's on the screen, bro. Misrak, you haven't been here since I've made this change. So basically, let me get something dark. Let me get something dark and put it up against there so we can see it very clearly. All right. So Misrak. So we got tarot. We got doing Keeli right now, and then we're doing tarot reader. We got double Ann. We got Keeli. We got Ann, and we got Misrak. So you're right here. So basically, after I read somebody, they vanish. So tarot reader will vanish off the list. Ann will vanish off the list. So yours will creep up slowly to the top until it's at the tippy top. And that is when I will be reading your reading. So there we go. All right. Yeah, you haven't been here since I made all these changes. Anyway, so we got a little bit of a better situation with the Q, and now it's visible and stuff like that. I'm going to try to make it a little more visible too. So we're working on, so the stream is kind of in a construction zone right now. We're going to have pictures of people in a cartoon, pictures of custom cartoon characters, going to be all over the place kind of thing. We're going to have, the Q is going to look a lot better. This footer down here is going to be a lot better. So yeah, we got some upgrades, but we already, we hired somebody to make us a bunch of stuff, and they're currently working on it. So there you go. Anyway, let's get a little bit of a general reading over there. 5 of Swords. Oh man, don't circle and wait for things to be all right. Don't circle around waiting for things to be all right, waiting for the opportunities in that. Take the opportunities that you can get and run with those. Circling around, waiting, pausing, sort of being in that mode just really isn't working for you as it should be. So yeah, you have a lot of birds circling, you have a lot of birds waiting. Waiting is not going to do you any good. Sort of be direct, be sort of on point, be immediate, have some immediacy with it, and that's going to do you very well indeed. Be ready to combat, be ready to sort of stand up for what you need or how you need things to be. That's going to be important as well. But that Justice card just says, yeah, pause a little bit, wait a little bit, see where things are going to take you, and then make some rapid decisions instead of waiting around for the unicorn situation to happen, because it looks like that. It looks like that may be difficult. That may be difficult. We need more water. All right, we'll see what is next. We got a little bit of the super duper Linares over here for tarot reader. Appreciate you being here. We'll find a studio apartment at the EW housing in the next 6 months. They're full at the moment. All right, got a little competition to get some housing. That's always rough, man. We'd like to just, sort of roll on in there and make that happen. That would be the ideal situation. Let's see if that's something that we can do. Something that we can do, Something that we can do. Oh, Jesus. That's a yes, 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 and yes. And basically just that's an easy one, right? That's an easy one. Whole lot of yeses with that. But yeah, it looks pretty clean. The Magician, I'm able to get that done. I'm able to get the opportunities. I'm able to make things go forward, make things happen. The Star, you do have a level of guidance, a level of pushing forward, a level of making it happen that's going to be a lot better, right? That's going to be a lot better. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Yeah, we do need a little bit of a darker background. I agree. So we'll try that. We'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed over there, right? Anyway, but yeah, that's just an easy yes. You have the housing over here that you're waiting for. You have the connection, the communication over here. The Star is being guided, it's being pulled in a direction, being pulled where you want to be. The Magician, you have all of the abilities that you need, all of the abilities that you have wanted in there. And that's going to be something that's important, right? I don't know. We could move this over here. I guess. Let's see. Get that. So let's drag this in this direction. There we go. We'll drag that in that direction, and then we'll move that over there. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's pretty clean. That's pretty clean right there. That looks pretty good. So for tonight, we had to wing it a little bit, but hey, you know, we make it up as we go along. We make it up as we go along in this stream. That is for sure. Anne is next. Let's see. Is it okay to help C over his breakup? The ex hates me. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit challenged. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a little bit challenged. Somebody, you know, having some difficulty, not having a good day with all of that. That's going to be kind of difficult to sort of push that forward with that. Yeah, I mean, you know, get in and get out. That's one of the things here, right? Get in and get out, okay? Because you do have that movement forward, you know, you have that 8, sort of movement, quick happening, the Empress. You are going to be able to help. You are going to be able to assist, but the Queen of Cups, don't get emotionally hooked. Don't get a little bit too involved with that. That's not going to do anybody any good here. So get in, make it happen, and get out. Don't linger. I think that's one of the things. Don't linger, because it's not really going to do anybody any good here. Let's do a little bit of a general. We're going to wrap this particular thing up over here, and yeah, making it happen. Making it happen as it goes. All right, we're gonna see. I had to move everything around a little bit over here, so to make the darker area darker. But yeah, that's gonna be kind of interesting. Anyway, a little bit of a general. The hanged, so suspended one is not suspended anymore. You have a lot more information. You have a lot more scenarios. You have a lot more good things happening now than you did. And I think that's going to be something that you like, something that you appreciate. You're going to be pretty good with that. You got the moon as well. Your emotions are going to be a little bit on edge. They are going to be a little bit too much as far as it goes. Be planning for the next big adventure. Don't get stuck in the moment. You definitely don't want to get caught up with something, not really making big progress, not really making a whole lot of things happen with that. So just realize that, right? Just realize that's going to be something that's interesting. So there you go. There you go. All right. Yeah, let's see. We're going to do one more in with that. Will my situation, right now turn out fine at the end? All right, we've all been there. So we'll see. We'll see. Everybody's got that little bit of a challenge thing with that, but there we go. All right, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, and the 5. That's sort of interesting, especially with that 4 not wanting. It's going to turn out okay, but it's not going to turn out the way that you would like it. Will it turn out fine and be decent? Yes. Will it turn out in the ideal, beautiful way that you would like to see it? The way that you're sort of, just excited, super enthralled with it? No, not really. I'm sorry. No, not really, right? You got that High Priestess over there. There's a learning process that needs to be done through this. And the only way to learn is to have different experiences and have, sort of have different kind of things moving in the directions that you need them to be. So there we go. All right. And that is it for this particular thing. We still got Keeli is next to Cinderella, a significant in my life in any way. I don't know. Cinderella, are you significant in Keeli's life? Cinderella is significant in everybody's life. I'm just going to say that now. Cinderella is significant in everybody's life. I don't know. We'll see. Man. Oh, man. We'll say, let's see. Mine as well. Cinderella's, all right. Let's see. I'm going to say the Sun, the 9 of Swords. Not really. I mean, the High Priestess says there's some level of interest that Cinderella brings that is sort of, it's more of like, oh, that is really cool, and it's interesting, and I'm drawn to it, right? It's interesting, I'm drawn to it. But, I mean, is this something significant? Not really. Now, of course, says this, it brings my imagination. The Sun says there's a lot of play, there's a lot of fun within this that I'd like to see at the end of the day. But is this something that's just like, completely changing everything about me? Or is it something that like totally alters the way that I view that? No, I don't really think so. No, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, I felt like Cinderella growing up. I did too. I wore all the dresses growing up, Misrak wants to Generala for June. Misrak. It's been a minute, Misrak, since I have seen you. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out with us as always. So yeah, we'll see where this is going to take us. All right. So I could move this down a little bit, and that would give more area. It'd give more surface area to this. So yeah, there we go. All right, so you still have the graphic, you have more surface area for the thing. So I think that fixed it. I like it. General for June, Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Doing it half-ass isn't working for anybody. You need to do it 120%. You have to be able to do it 120%, or you're going to get in a situation where you're stuck and you're not making it. You're not making it happen. You know what I'm saying? But that Seven of Wands. Don't be defensive against doing it 120%. That's really going to bring you in. It's really going to pull you into the mode, pull you into the style, the opportunity that you need in this particular situation. So yeah, definitely do that way. The Hermit is interesting too. The Hermit is sort of being followed, is sort of being watched and stuff like that. So you are being looked at. Somebody's evaluating you. Somebody's looking to you maybe for guidance. Somebody's looking to you for some changes, for some interest in their life. And I think that's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be kind of fun indeed. But yeah, anyway. All right, let's see how this is going to work out. We got Julie is next with Shaw and me. Gonna meet in person. If we can meet in person, how will it go? Hopefully it goes very well indeed. Let's see how this is going to do. Oh no, we'll see how this is going to do. Oh man, let's see. Will Shaw and me get to meet in person? If so, how will it go? Oh no, I don't see anything intuitively that sort of says anything with that. Death card, the Justice card, Jesus. It's going to be monumental. It's going to be monumental. Can we meet in person? Hermit and the Star says we're releasing that hermit feeling. We're releasing that hermit opportunity and sort of being able to meet, being able to be connected, being able to get on that level of excitement, that exhilaration, a lot of, sort of fun times, good things coming through. You obviously have all majors from this, so it would go amazing. It would go absolutely monumental. You have, just an insane amount of good cards here. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay to meet in person when you can, but when that opportunity comes up, you definitely want to jump on it. That Death card said this is a big turning point. There's a lot of big things happening through this, and because of this, that you want to embrace and you want to see where it's kind of going. But the Star says, yeah, ultimately, we're going to meet. Not only are we going to meet, but there's a lot of massive things happening there. That was quite the significant read with that. Oh man, speaking of significant, Samantha's got to put up with a Virgo again. Samantha and this Virgo, oh my God. Samantha and this Virgo. There's a Virgo coming back to life. And we had a little bit of that, a little bit of that earth sign kind of thing going. Maybe 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you got it, you got a little bit of the hermit action, speaking of the hermit over there. You got that 4 of Wands, happy home, happy family, combined with the quick movement. So it feels like that they're going to be in there for a little short time, a little interesting, opportunity. Not going to be something that lingers or hangs out as much as, as you really want or you really probably may not want. 9 of Wands says we've done through all of this before. We need to change the tone of all of this. We can't come in and say we've done it all before. I know all the rules, because I think the rules have changed, and I think you'll have a little bit of a different opportunity in this particular case than you did before. So there's some things that change. There's some things that have happened with all of that. I am just saying with that. All right, Cinderella. Speaking of the Cinderella, you got a Ciro Marquetti deck. Let's make it happen. Rating for the next 8 weeks. Anything you'd be aware of, good, bad, or indifferent, with John finally making an effort to see me. All right. We'll see what's going on here. Well, the first part here is going to be the 8 weeks. What is going to happen in the next 8 weeks? Where are we going to go, right? Where are we going to go with all of that? I think intuitively, I feel like there's a trip being planned with that. Intuitively, we have a trip being planned. Yeah, we got a little bit of that trip. That's interesting. Indeed, we do. Indeed, we have the success riding through. We have a level of sort of anticipation or a level of things moving through that could be, you know, a little bit on the excited realm with that. But yeah, so a trip or a party being planned here. You do have the level of success, the Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory, along with that Queen. It feels like you do have an integral part, or you have an integral kind of thing going through here that needs to be looked at, or that needs to be kind of addressed here. But yeah, in general, it just feels like that, wow, we have this 9 and this 9, this superpower, this super opportunity, either a party or a trip. Something's happening as far as planning it or as far as moving in that direction going forward, but it looks pretty good. All right, and the other thing in the next 8 weeks, you have a fight with a friend or a fight with a relative. Something's going on where we have some conflict with somebody that normally we should not have a conflict with. We should not have kind of that, you know, that conflicting thing going on with this individual. So, yeah, I just think that's it. As far as that goes. All right, now let's move on to part 2. Is it John make an effort to see me? Thoughts, feels. Where's John going? What's John's doing? What kind of thing are we moving forth and all this other stuff? I mean, I don't know. We'll see with that. Got the Knight, got the Queen, a 2. I don't know. Will they make an effort? The Knight says yes. The Knight is a good one here, especially next to this, especially next to the Queen, with that stability with that. It feels like they're overly concerned about what you think soon, right? A little overly concerned about, what you think. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think they have some good feelings. They have some good connections with this. I do think that they do have some other things going on. But yeah, they do have some other things going on, but I do see some trip planned with that too. That Knight, right? The Knight of Swords you're talking about, that is the most active Knight. That's one leaping across, moving across, running across as fast as they can, right? So I think that's going to be something that happens there. A level of stability that comes through with it is nice too. It's not bad at all. The 2 says there's some revelations in this trip. We have revelations. Things get exposed. Things get revealed within the context of that. And that's going to be good because, you know, there are some hidden things. There are some mysterious things about this connection that do need to be revealed. And yeah, we'll see where that takes us. All right. And that is it for that. Shiba Moon is next. Do you see me in a new house by the end of the year? Dixie can live with me in the new house. Let's hope so. Let's get the party dog. Let's get the party dog up in there. Making that happen. Get all of the parties working it. All right, let's see, make this happen here. All right, do you see the new house by the end of the year? And, you'll see about the Dixie living with us. First part is going to be, where can we go with the new house? Is this something that we can get going? Hopefully we can. We have a lot of people moving and getting motion and all this other stuff. The judgment. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, nice indeed. 6 of Wands is riding around with the wands, riding around with people supporting us, riding around with people holding the boxes and making that happen, right? You got the 10 of Swords as well, leaving the old and getting into the new and getting into this action with that. That Ace of Coins as well sort of says that opportunity is being presented to us. The money is making it happen. The money is being presented with that. And the new start, the newness, the freshness that we have with the judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. Overall, obviously, that is going to be a big old yes. All right, now let's see part 2. If this fancy new place is going to be someplace that we can have Dixie come live with us and make our hearts happy and make everything wonderful and beautiful with that. We got, We got the King of Swords, 8 of Wands. Dixie's going to be able to come with us, 7 of Wands and the 5 of Coins. There's some hesitation here. There's some hesitation, or there's some, basically you're going to have to you're going to have to figure out a way around something, right? And that could be, hey, it's a support dog, or, somebody that I used to know basically got their dogs in by saying they were support dogs. There's a way that you're going to have to sort of work around this and make it happen. That 5 of Coins. It's not something that just naturally gives us and naturally presents us in the area we would like to make it, right? There's a little bit of a defensiveness against having the dog there, but we're going to be able to get the dog in anyway. The King of Swords says we outmaneuver, we outthink the competition, or we outthink kind of that thing, and we make it happen. So ultimately, we make it happen. It's going to be, we can do the party dog one more time, I guess. One more time. But yeah, you're going to have to do a little bit of outsmarting everybody. But hey, when it comes to apartment managers, or it comes to, when it comes to managers and, lease people or what have you, those are not the most difficult with that. Anyway, all right, Ducker at the hotel. Did the hotel like me? Another offer. The DJ at the hotel. Did the DJ at the hotel like me? And can I get another offer? Can I get another thing happening, another thing moving with that? Ooh, the Tower, the Knight. Yeah, I think you have another offer, but it's going to be a little late. It feels like there's going to be some movement, some activity that needs to happen, some things that need to be moved forward. That Tower, sort of a crumbling action here. But after the crumbling, we get, sort of end. So maybe somebody else has to leave, or somebody else has to move. Somebody else has to sort of make things happen here. But the Wheel of Fortune talks about a steady gig, a steady opportunity with that, right? What comes around goes around. We're doing the same thing every day. So I think that is going to be a big, oh yes, not going to be a problem with all of that stuff, right? Should I block, in the last reading of the night, should I block R and just move on? Should I block R? Just get the hell out of here at the end of the day. That's a difficult situation. I don't know. If you have to ask the question, the answer is probably yes. Just my opinion. If you have to ask that question, the answer is probably yes. I mean, let's get it real. Back me up in chat. If that's kind of like, should I get a divorce? Right? Should I get a divorce? If that word comes up, then something's wrong. And we need to rescue and recovery over here. But if the rescue and recovery ain't going the way that we like it, then there. Hermit says absolutely yes. But that's a hard-ass decision. It is, You got that Knight of Pentacles. I've spent a lot of time with this person. I've done a lot of things. I've really sort of, trying to stretch the boundaries, the limits. I've done all the work that I want to do with this. But, ultimately, that is going to be a thumbs down for that connection. Go ahead and hit the ghosties. Hit the ghosties, move on, and find somebody that's going to make you happy where you don't have to ask that question. So that is it for me. And I appreciate everybody being here. We will see you tomorrow.